Do you ever feel like you're constantly working but not seeing results? Like the small things you achieve every day don't really matter in the grand scheme of things? Well, what if I told you that those small, seemingly insignificant wins are actually the key to building momentum, confidence, and long-term success? In today's video, I'm going to show you how daily wins journaling can transform the way you see yourself and your progress. Stick with me, and by the end, you'll have a powerful tool that can help you take control of your journey and appreciate every step along the way, no matter how small. This is a habit that top performers swear by, and it's time for you to tap into its power. We live in a world that's obsessed with instant gratification and big achievements. We're constantly bombarded by stories of people reaching their goals, whether it's landing a dream job, building a successful business, or achieving a fitness transformation. And while those big milestones are worth celebrating, the truth is that success is built on the foundation of small, consistent actions. What we don't often see is the behind-the-scenes work, the daily grind, and the little wins that lead to those big breakthroughs. And that's why so many of us feel frustrated or stuck. We're only focusing on the end goal and not recognizing the value of what we do every single day. Before we dive into how to get started with daily wins journaling, let's talk about why this practice is so powerful. Psychologically, our brains are wired to focus on what's wrong. We tend to dwell on our failures, our mistakes, and the things we didn't accomplish. This is a survival mechanism that's been with us since our ancestors had to constantly scan for threats in their environment. But in today's world, this negativity bias can really hold us back, making us feel like we're not doing enough or that we're failing when, in reality, we're making progress. That's where daily wins journaling comes in. By taking a few minutes each day to focus on what went right, you're training your brain to shift from a negative mindset to a positive one. It's not just about feeling good, it's about rewiring your brain to recognize progress. And when you start noticing progress, even in small doses, you'll be more motivated to keep going. It creates a positive feedback loop. This isn't just motivational talk, there's scientific evidence behind this. Studies have shown that acknowledging small achievements increases dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, which enhances feelings of motivation and happiness. Now that we understand why this practice works, let's talk about how to do it. The beauty of daily wins journaling is its simplicity. You don't need fancy tools or apps, though there are plenty of great ones if you prefer a digital option. All you need is a notebook, a pen, and a few minutes at the end of each day to reflect. Here's how to start. First, choose a format that works for you. You can use a traditional journal, a bullet journal, or even the Notes app on your phone. The key is consistency. At the end of every day, take just 5 minutes to reflect on what you achieved. Focus on the small positive actions you took. These can be personal, professional, or related to your health and well-being. You might be wondering what qualifies as a win. Honestly, anything that moves you forward. Did you finally check something off your to-do list? That's a win. Did you take a walk during your lunch break instead of scrolling through your phone? That's a win. Did you manage to stay calm during a stressful conversation? Definitely a win. The goal is to shift your mindset to see and celebrate progress, even if it's incremental. One of the most exciting parts of this practice is how it compounds over time. You see, the magic of daily wins journaling isn't in any single day. It's in how those small wins add up over the course of weeks, months, and even years. Every small victory builds on the last, creating a snowball effect that leads to big changes over time. Take, for example, the story of James Clear, author of. He talks about the idea of getting 1% better every day. If you improve by just 1% each day, by the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. That's the power of small wins. Each tiny step forward is contributing to a larger transformation. This is the same principle athletes use to improve their performance. They don't go from zero to winning championships overnight. Instead, they focus on small, incremental improvements, refining their technique, improving their strength, mastering their mindset day after day. Those little wins add up, and before they know it, they're standing on the podium. Now let's talk about one of the biggest barriers to success: perfectionism. How many times have you set a goal and then abandoned it because you didn't follow through perfectly? We've all been there. The problem with perfectionism is that it sets an impossible standard. It tells us that if we can't do something perfectly, it's not worth doing at all. But life doesn't work that way, and neither does progress. Daily wins journaling is the antidote to perfectionism. It helps you realize that you don't need to be perfect to make progress. By celebrating the small wins, even on days when things don't go as planned, you're training yourself to see value in effort, not just outcomes. This is a huge mindset shift that can help you stay on track, even when life throws you curveballs. Did you know that perfectionism is linked to higher levels of stress, anxiety, and burnout? According to research from the American Psychological Association, perfectionists are more likely to procrastinate, feel dissatisfied with their achievements, and experience mental health challenges. But by focusing on small wins, you're retraining your brain to celebrate progress rather than perfection, which leads to greater satisfaction and mental well-being. Consistency is key when it comes to building any habit, and daily wins journaling is no different. At first, it might feel a bit strange or even unnecessary to jot down small wins, but over time, it becomes a powerful part of your day. To make this practice stick, try tying it to something you already do. For example, you could make journaling the last thing you do before bed, or you could combine it with another evening ritual like drinking a cup of tea or winding down with a book. The more consistent you are, the more you'll start to see the benefits. You'll begin to notice patterns in your behavior, areas where you're improving, and opportunities for growth. Over time, you'll have a tangible record of your progress that you can look back on whenever you're feeling stuck or unmotivated, and that's incredibly powerful. Here's a bonus tip to help you stay on track. Set a reminder on your phone or create a specific cue for journaling. Maybe it's a sticky note on your bathroom mirror or an alarm that goes off at the same time each evening. Make it as easy as possible to build this habit into your daily routine. So there you have it, the power of daily wins journaling and how it can completely transform your mindset, your motivation, and your journey to success. By focusing on the small wins, you're not just boosting your mood or giving yourself a pat on the back, you're creating a habit that will fuel your progress for the long haul. You'll no longer feel stuck or stagnant because you'll be constantly reminded of how much you're achieving every day, no matter how small those steps may seem. Remember, success isn't about hitting home runs every time. It's about showing up, putting in the work, and celebrating every small victory along the way. So start your daily wins journal today and watch how it changes your perspective. I guarantee you'll be amazed at how far you've come. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on personal growth, mindset shifts, and everyday habits that lead to big results. And as always, share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you plan to track your daily wins.